Love you, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
So I was here in February earlier this year, and one of the things there was something that you mentioned to me during one of the questions and answers I had the opportunity to speak with, and just wanted to quickly touch base on that. As a result of that, I'm in the process of going through some life changes that are very exciting at the moment.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, there've been a lot of quitting my job and moving to the Amazon jungle.
All right. How
with
exciting.
various shamanistic practices. Yeah, very exciting. So thank you very much.
Yes, well, you did it. So thank you very much.
Thank you. One of the things that you quickly talked about near the end of my Q&A was that I had hybrid children.
Yes.
I was wondering if you'd be able to elaborate on that a little bit.
In what direction?
Are there any of them that would like to connect with me at this time? And is there anything that you could give me in relation?
There may be, but it's not going to happen in this particular moment in the way that you're talking about. They're always available to be connected with, and you can do that yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there any guidance that you can provide us to how I can connect with them, certain signature frequencies I can...
Well, you understand the formula we've given all of you, yes?
Yeah.
Because what happens when you act on your passion? You raise your frequency. What happens when you raise your frequency? You become a better antenna and a better receiver of higher frequency information and communication.
Okay.
That's why we give you the formula, because it contains every answer you need for all the things that you desire to connect to that are relevant for you to experience in your life. We don't leave anything out. It's completely self-contained. Just follow the formula, and everything that needs to unfold, and every appointment you've made, and every agreement you've made, and every communication you need to have from whomever will happen in perfect timing if you simply continue to raise your frequency by following the formula of acting on your passion to the best you can with no insistence or assumption of the outcome and remaining in a positive state no matter what happens. Mm-hmm. That's it. We can't make it any simpler for you. It's that simple. Just follow the formula. Everything that needs to happen that will fulfill you and serve you will happen in perfect timing.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Just keep moving.
Okay. On that note as well, just with the channeling, that's something I've been working with, and being able to connect with certain frequencies and matching that within my own body. And I've also been using DMT to supplement as well as a way of amplifying that connection, which I found to be a powerful permission slip for me.
All right.
Is there any advice or any guidance I can give for me, or any alterations that I can make that may...
Well, again, as we have said, there are teachers, such as the idea of the DMT and other substances that the earth itself provides as teachers. But at a certain point, you come to realize that what you're learning is to get into that state on your own without the teacher, so that you can graduate and not allow the teacher to become a crutch. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yeah, that's what I found. The more I'm able to get into that state, the less I need that sort of teacher. But then it's teaching me to reach certain other levels I'm then able to match as well.
Again, pay attention. It will not always necessarily feel the same as it did before, but you have to know you're in the proper state. And as we have reminded many of you, the trick to this is to remember the physics of it. The physics being, you cannot experience what you're not the vibration of first. So to even remember what it was like to have been in that state means you're in the state. Because if you're not in the state, you wouldn't be able to remember what it was like to be in the state. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you remember, oh yes, I remember what it felt like to be in that state, you're in the state. You have to be in the state to have the memory. Yeah. Make sense?
Does it?
That's the trick. So realize that, and you will simply be in the state automatically anytime you remember what it was like to be in the state.
Awesome.
Yes?
Yep.
Does that help?
It does indeed.
And?
So when I'm having sort of my own DMT ceremonies, I'm connecting with certain frequencies, certain beings, and there's been mention of jesters, machine elves in certain types of circles.
Interesting labels for certain kinds of levels of consciousness that you may encounter, because the DMT has very specific frequency levels, each of which represents a different domain, a different realm, and a different ability and a different level to communicate with different levels of consciousness. Mm-hmm. Very specific layers within the DMT frequencies will connect you to very specific domains with very specific inhabitants.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there any way that I can more consciously choose to match certain frequencies that will then allow me to assist me in... Actually, sorry, scratch that question.
Let me see. There's this thing I've heard about called following your passion. maybe that might help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it just came into my thought at the moment. One of the things I did want to ask you is more verbal channeling. So as I'm connected with these energies, I'm finding the energies more forming into my mouth and.
If you wish to verbal channel, one of the easiest ways to do it is to be surrounded by people who are asking questions they really need to know the answer to.
Okay.
Because then they act as a circuit that pulls the information through you into them and grounds it in them. Because if the information is just coming into you for you, it doesn't need to go anywhere, and you don't really need to fully get into that state. But if others are asking a question, then in a sense you can get out of the way and just let it flow through you like electricity grounding into a circuit.
Got it, okay.
So practice that and you will get better at it.
Right, okay. So at the moment it's more just sort of baby gurgles or something. It's like the energy
You can start however you need to start and know that whatever comes through at that moment is appropriate and it is perfectly fine. Don't worry about looking foolish or crazy or sounding like it doesn't make sense. Just keep practicing like anything and you will get better at it.
Okay. Awesome.
Does that help?
It does, yeah. Is there anything else that...
Enjoy your journey to the Amazon.
Awesome.
You will find something there that will also amplify your ability to connect to the hybrid children.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Bashar.
You are
Love
welcome.
you.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.